Hey everybody watching on the replay. Hi Jamie. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go shut this door real quick. I'll be right back. Be right back, y'all. Okay, I'm coming. I'm coming back. Here I am. Hi everybody. Hi Amy. So good to see you guys. Still sick. Sound like a man. Hi Lindsay. Honey, you know what the subject is. Okay, so for those of you who have been watching, hi Tiffany, you know that a couple days ago I did ours for resources and I did not even show my face. Like, I was so sick. And I have not been to the doctor in years for like just a cold or something, but I went to the doctor yesterday just to make sure I did not have walking pneumonia because I thought I might have it. I sound horrible, but I don't have it. I just have like bronchitis or something. So anyways, hi, I Heart the Coach. So today we are talking, thank you very much. Today we're talking, hold on, before I say that, my name is Lauren Bourne. I share encouragement every day for people trying to conceive, going through struggle with infertility or miscarriage, loss, and just been doing this about a month. And I'm really excited to do this every day for you. I actually skipped yesterday because I felt so yucky. So another quick thing is if you're new to Periscope and you're watching on the web, you can't interact with me. So you can't send comments, you can't give hearts. So I really want to encourage you, if you have an iPhone or an Android, to download the app. It's free, and then you just search Lauren Bourne and you can watch that way. I really like to know who's logging on, get to know your names, and you can share that way. You can swipe over on your iPhone and down on your Android and just click share and share it with Twitter or Facebook or your Periscope friends. So, okay, that's that. Now to the good stuff. Today we're doing, we're continuing our series Fertility A to Z, and today we're on S. And I actually had a lot of things I felt like I could do for S, but I landed on, I figured everyone would be curious about this one, so we're going to just do it. We're doing S is for sex during fertility treatments, okay? And not just treatments, but just trying to conceive in general.
Okay, I'm here.
Oh my gosh. Stop it. He heard the word sex and ran into the bedroom. Billy, you're going to make me so embarrassed. Oh my gosh, y'all. My heart is beating so fast because I thought something was wrong. No, Kara, this is not grocery store talk or Hobby Lobby talk, okay? I'm talking S for sex. And basically, the reason we're talking about this is because I know, yeah, exactly, hilarious. My husband is ridiculous. I know for a fact that I know this, not for a fact, but I just know that every couple going through a struggle with fertility deals with that struggle affecting their sex life at some point, okay? At some point, it's going to be affected one way or another. Some couples, it affects it like in a positive way. Most couples, it affects it in a negative way. I did some research, and like there's lots of different studies and experiments that were done, but pretty overwhelming. The results show that it affects couples, and usually in a negative way. So we're going to talk about it today. I think it would be insane to assume that it didn't affect couples, since the way to get pregnant is to have sex, right? The normal way. So, and I feel like this. I feel like in the beginning, when you're first trying to get pregnant, for a lot of couples, it might actually even kind of make your sex life more exciting because you're like trying, like it's a fun new thing, and you're excited and there's no problems yet, and you don't think there's an issue, and so you're like, you might even start charting a little bit and saying, oh honey, you know, the next couple days are going to be exciting days or whatever. But then kicks in the timing, the planning, possibly doctors telling you when and how often, and even like how sometimes, and that can really put a drain on the spontaneity of what it's supposed to be like, especially when you're told, you know, like sometimes you're told like 7 days in a row, or whatever it is, it can be really emotionally and physically draining, especially for women. I think this is probably the point where most men are like, this is awesome, I love trying to have a baby. I think this is probably the point where women start to feel like, oh my gosh, this is so much pressure. Yeah, of course it takes the romance out of it. Whenever a doctor says, like, you have to have sex this day, this day, this day. Not to mention for the woman, if you have just had a transvaginal ultrasound in the morning and then several hours later you're supposed to have sex, like, it's just not awesome. And y'all are being so quiet with your comments. Come on, people. Someone has to be like jiving with me here. Hi, Nikki. So no spontaneity. You know, you may not really feel like it whenever you're being poked and prodded and having ultrasounds all the time and all these things. So and then there's pressure. And what happens is lovemaking you're plugging your ears? I hope Dad doesn't get on here. That's my mom. She's just like, oh my gosh, la 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 la. But lovemaking becomes baby making. That's what happens. So it's just not as fun. And I think that men can kind of start to feel like science projects, like they're always being tested. They're walking into the thing with their little brown bag and they're told when and all these things. They probably feel a little bit used. I don't know, Billy, you're on here, maybe confused. You know, I'm thinking that if men have any issues with like sperm count or anything, they might feel less masculine. I don't know. So just some things to think about, that your husband might be feeling these things too in a different way. Also, like a piece of meat. Okay, you're gonna make me blush. Then comes like after sex, where they tell you to like prop your feet up and try all these crazy things and like get the angle right so that the sperm goes the right direction and finds where it's supposed to go. Like, it's just crazy. You can just really start to feel like it's just not as exciting as before, right? You feel like you're given homework when you go to the doctor's office, and I think a decreased sex drive is probably really normal for women at this point. You feel demasculated. Okay, well, that's a big one. That's huge. And I'm sure when women start to lose the desire for sex, men start to get frustrated. So it's just kind of this cycle. And what's supposed to be an intimate time where children are created from intimacy becomes this time of frustration. And yeah, your role is diminished. So it becomes a time of frustration and you can start to clash. And that can cause a major struggle in your marriage. So I'm going to give you 5 tips for turning baby making sex back to love making, okay? The first one is kind of fun, and I just want to encourage you to talk about your past. So next time you're on a date night or just cuddled up on the couch, talk about your past sex life, okay? Bring up your honeymoon. Bring up some really exciting night that you had, or some exciting experience, and talk about it. You know, how did you meet? Like, just start to bring up kind of the past and before. And I'm telling you, like, it will kind of like bring up emotions. Tell each other what you loved about each other. Like, what's your favorite body part? What attracted you to each other the most? Oh my gosh. So anyways, that's number 1. I really like that one. And number 2 is purposefully go on a date when you're not ovulating, okay? I'm sorry for my very unsexy, raspy voice right now, but go on a date when you're not ovulating. That's it. Number 2. I think that's huge. Don't plan everything around ovulation, okay? Number 3. I've mentioned this several times recently. I'm going to mention it again because I feel like it's really important. Do you love how I'm talking with my hands right now? I don't know what is wrong with me. Okay. Love languages. Figure out what your love languages are. Practice them. Talk about them. Ask your spouse what you can do to make him feel, you know, loved, respected. Husbands, ask your wives what makes you feel loved. What have I not done in a long time that's made you feel unloved? And go through, you can go to 5lovelanguages.com and you can take the test and figure it out if you don't want to buy the book. Okay, it's free. I think it's free. Yeah, it's free. Okay, so that can help bring some romance back, right? Number 4 is, this is a fun one for my husband and I. Not everyone's going to relate to this one, but we really like to do this. We like to exercise together. men know when you're ovulating? What? Oh, because because of the timing and the doctor and everything. Yeah, tension builds up. That's true. Sorry, it took me a second. I was like, what? So exercise together. That's number 4, okay? If you're going through IVF, I understand that the doctors say do not exercise. And for some people, that can be like for several months. You can still walk. So my suggestion for you, if you're going through IVF, is to take walks together. Here in Texas, I don't know about everywhere else, wherever everyone else is from, but here in Texas, it's wonderful weather. So you can go outside in the evening or in the morning before work. You can walk, even if you have children, put them in the stroller, get out of the house. Yeah, honey, it's a great way to spend an hour, as a husband, encouraging your wife and vice versa. Just talk to each other, hold hands while you're walking, have a little bit of physical touch, and just connect emotionally. If you're not going through IVF, you can join a gym together. You can go work out. We drop our kids off at the gym and have some time together. It's like a free date. Well, not free. You have to pay for the gym, but it's like childcare, And some other ideas, at home for free, you can look up, we've done this, you can just go on YouTube and search yoga, or if your husband really will not do that, you can search like all sorts of workout stuff, and you can buy DVDs. You can do that together at home and not even have to leave. So those are some ideas. If you have bikes, you can bike ride together and just be purposeful. If that's something you used to do, then start doing that again. It's a physical thing, so it starts to release, like Billy, he used to be a personal trainer. What is it? Endorphins, like he releases endorphins and stuff. And that can be good for your sex life. So do that together. I'm so embarrassed by my voice. I sound like a teenage boy going through puberty. So I'm sure coffee doesn't help. Number 5 is plan a retreat. Okay. Okay. Plan a retreat. It can be one night away. Plan it in advance. Get some free childcare if you can. If you have children. If you don't, do something spontaneous. If you're taking a month off from fertility treatments, take advantage of that month. Go on a vision retreat. My husband and I do vision retreats, and you do not have to spend a lot of money. Yeah, coffee helps everything. I seriously love coffee quotes, so send them my way. Okay, yeah, retreats were great for us. We do vision retreats about once a year, and we just have my parents come watch our kids, and we go stay somewhere usually pretty inexpensive and just for like 1 or 2 nights. We take notebooks, we write, we read the Bible, we talk, we spend quality time together. We have no televisions. We do keep our phones on just in case we get a call, but we don't use our phones very much. We might go on one date, but we spend the time at the cabin or wherever we choose to go, talking, connecting, just being physical, being intimate, being, just loving each other. A little bit of coffee and a whole lot of Jesus. I like that one. Coffee isn't a drug, it's a vitamin. That's my favorite one. So if you don't like the idea of a vision retreat, and for our vision retreats, we talk about the future. That's one of the big things we do. We talk about our future. We talk about goals. We set goals. We talk about our desires. That's a great time to talk about infertility, but it's also a great time to just decide you're not even going to talk about it at all. Talk about other dreams and desires, other things God's put on your heart. And you can, if you're on a really tight budget, 20 or 30, yeah. So if you're on a really tight budget, you can use, honey, is it Hotwire where you can like put in the amount? Like you can say, I'm only going to spend $60 and I want to stay in this area. And I mean, you can easily budget for that. It wouldn't take you long if you're on a really tight, strict budget to do that. And so anyways, that's number 5. We didn't get too sexual during this talk. I hope that wasn't too uncomfortable for everyone. I am so excited that you're with me today. I'm sorry that I didn't scope yesterday. I will continue to scope. I'm feeling a lot better. So, okay, I do want to say this before we get off of here. You can follow me on Instagram. We're really working on like trying to post every day on Instagram, and I'll try to start posting on Facebook and stuff if Instagram's not your thing. But if it is, I'm posting great quotes and stuff like that, letting people know when I'm about to go live and stuff like that. So find us on Instagram. And let's see, I don't know what tea is for tomorrow, so I have to pray about that tonight. But I hope you guys are all encouraged today. I hope that if you're feeling like your sex lives are just becoming like monotonous and boring and stressful or whatever it is, that these would encourage you. Share this with your husband. Just write these 5 little tips down or let him watch the video later. And I hope this tea is for sex. No, we're not talking about sex again tomorrow. Okay, honey, stop. Seriously. Okay, we're getting off of here. I want you to say this. I am fruitful.